Well, good morning. You join me at Carp Fisheries. Now, this blog's going to be a little bit different. This is actually a match, sort of commercial style fishery, cram full of carp, and we have basically exclusively hired two of these lakes for a number of us anglers at work who are sort of, like I say, part of the sports and social club. And yeah, we're all joining up to have a bit of a match, you know, a bit of banter. And yeah, a bit of pool money as well, so hopefully can get a bit of money back for me efforts today. But yeah, you join us at Carp Fisheries, cram full of carp, and hopefully throughout the day I'll be able to talk to you about my tactics and whatever else. Basically, I ain't done this style of fishing for I don't know how long, so I've just gone into the cafe behind me, Mayfly Cafe, and they just sorted me out a nice banging sandwich, a nice bacon and sausage sandwich to sort me out for the day. Quick drink. We're going to, like I say, go and do the draw, whatever else, get around to the swim, see what I've got to play with throughout the day. So I'm going to leave it there, a little short and sweet intro. Not going to be your normal sort of carp session, but hopefully I can talk to you, like I say, throughout the day with my efforts throughout the match. So fingers crossed, managed to do myself a bit of justice and show these old boys just how it's done. My bait now for sort of like the day ahead. Predominantly I'm going to be method feeder fishing, so I've opted for the Baytech sticky method pellets. Now these are really easy to prepare. Literally empty them into a bucket, get some water as so, literally cover the pellets and leave to stand for around 2 minutes. Now just make sure the water, like I say, covers all the pellets. Just give them a little mix around so they're all literally covered in water. Give them a good stir, and then you want to leave them for around 2 minutes just to take on some of that water and become sticky. After around 2 minutes, drain the water off, leave them for a further 10 minutes, and then they're literally good to go. Simple as that. Nothing complicated, easy, simple fishing. The second part of my sort of method feeder mix as such is the krill and tuna big carp method mix. Now I've just emptied that into a massive bucket, just going to give it a good sort of squirt of liquid, some water, give it a good mush around, get the the oils and the liquids working into the crumb. Then I'm just going to leave that to sit whilst I'm doing other bits. So the oil I'm going to use is sort of like the matching krill and tuna oil. Give that a good glug because it is a really warm day today, so I wanted to draw the fish down where I'm fishing, where my method feed is going to be fishing. I think through the day as well I'm just going to introduce little sort of tiny little balls, like walnut sized balls, just to keep going in the swim and keep working the swim. So you know, I want this to be a consistency where I can just squish it together, like I say, just as a walnut size golf ball sort of size ball, where I can keep introducing it, keep the fish grubbing around for more. And then what I'm going to do is just finish it off as well with the krill stick mix liquid. Really stinky, you know, just keep the swim working it as much as you can really with, like I say, with this method mix. So last but not least then, the last piece of my sort of jigsaw as such, apart from a few different liquids and stuff like that in my bag, is the 6mm carp pellets, the fish meal pellets. Now these are the ones that I'm going to be basically looking at banding on the rigs to go into the method feeder. And all I've done, like I say, it's a roasting hot day. I want to try and drag the fish down to the bottom to get on these, like I say, on these pellets. So I've emptied again a few handfuls into a bucket lid, and basically giving them a glug of the krill and tuna oil. Just going to leave them in there basically all day, just to draw into the baits as much as they can, and just like I say, just give it a little bit of an extra boost as such really. But like I say, these little 6mm pellets should really fit on them bands perfectly and sort of mimic these sticky pellets that are currently soaking. So that's my thinking. Like I say, I've got some corn and some liquid in the bag as well in case I need to chop and change things up. I've also got some of the 8mm wafters to also go on the hook baits as well, just in case, like I say, I do need to chop and change through the day to try and nick myself some extra fish. But for now, that's the bait all prepped. I'm like I say, just going to drain off these sticky pellets, and hopefully it ain't too long till the whistle goes and we can try and start getting into the action. Right, so that is battle station up and ready. All the baits made, keep nets are in, rigs are prepped with a whole different host of hook baits there. You've got the krill tuna 8mm wafters, you've got the juice 8mm sinkers. They're a bit more brighter, the other ones are a bit more pastel like. They're all tied, ready to go. Got a couple of pellets banded on there as well. Down there, got a method bucket, that's in front of me. I've got my pellets on the side ready to go, sticky pellets. I've just felt them, they are sticky as you like, in perfection. Got a rod between my legs, gonna go down my left hand margin. I've just sort of had a little plumb around, it's about 1.5 feet deep there, and the fish are just crawling up and down these banks, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, gonna have to see how it goes for the first hour or so and see what has to happen. As you can tell by the sky, it's absolutely roasting. I'm gonna get burnt alive today, I know that much. Gonna have to keep the t-shirt as high as I can, stop myself getting t-shirt tan, so I just sorted that out last weekend. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. But quite looking forward to be honest with you. It's quite obviously, that's about what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so there's probably about 20 anglers on this actual lake itself, and it's a 30 angler peg. So luckily for me, I have got a swim vacant to my left hand side which I can drop this feeder down into. So yeah, gonna have to wait and see what happens throughout the day. I'll try and keep you updated where I can as to how many I've had and whatever else. But yeah, for now, ready to rock and roll, feeling confident. Loads of fishing here to go at, and yeah, fingers crossed we managed to get ourselves a nice healthy bag of fish. So just over an hour has gone, and I've had 4 fish so far. I've switched hook baits, which seem to have done me 3 fish in quite quick succession. To be fair, I've switched to the 6mm banded pellets that I sort of glugged in the oil that I showed you at the start of the video. That's brought me 3 fish in quite, like I say, quite quick succession. Just put in a real nice, probably pushing 8 pound, fully scaled fish. Really nice fish. Give me the proper run around, and yeah, I'm happy with the type of fish I'm catching so far. The bites aren't thick and fast, but they're certainly, the bigger fish are certainly making their way into this margin. So I've got a swim to my left. That's actually got no one in it at the moment, but obviously for the rest of this match. So I'm literally just putting my hook bait right next to the leg of the platform, and yeah, they're definitely getting in and finding the pellets with every fish. I'm just putting like 10 pellets down there, just literally undramming 10 pellets down in front of the platform, and yeah, they keep making their way in, which is encouraging. But all I'm doing is giving it like a couple of minutes on the method, bringing it in, and rebaiting, dropping it back out there, because I think if they're there, then they're going to smash up the method feeder pretty quickly, and you should be getting bites pretty quickly, to be fair. So yeah, all I'm doing is bringing in the method feeder, topping the mould back up, and literally sticking it straight back out there. last one, and yeah, I've had a steady sort of flow of action of fish really. I did lose a decent one, probably the biggest one I've had so far. Done me in my own keep net, believe it or not. Got a couple of keep nets just over my right hand shoulder, and yeah, it's gone down, done me in there, and shed the hook, and yeah, forgotten about that, to be honest. Let out a few expletives, got my rod back out, and managed to nick another one, just a little bit smaller, so happy about that really. But yeah, it's roasting hot, I'm literally getting melted alive, but yeah, the bites are coming slowly but surely, so fingers crossed we can end the match on a decent weight. But everyone else around me is also catching steadily as well, so I don't really know, you know, can't really compare myself to anyone else, to be fair, because everyone's having their fair share of fish. But as you can imagine, it's roasting. A lot of the fish got their backs out of the water, and yeah, it's just slowly trying to pick one off each time, every few casts, picking them off down this left hand margin. So I'm not going to fish out in open water. It's quite deep, believe it or not, compared to this margin. It's about 2 foot down to my left hand side, and they seem to be enjoying it there, especially in and around that platform. So I'm just going to keep plugging away for the next sort of 3 hours or so now. Well, saying that, probably more like 2.5 hours. But yeah, keep plugging away, and hopefully I'll end up on a relatively decent weight for myself. So I'll leave it there. Hopefully catch up with you in an hour or so, give you another little update. So just while I've got the rod in for that last fish, just want to talk you through kind of how I've got my rig set up for today. So I've got the main line running through to a MAP large 30-gram method feeder. There's like a little sleeve on top there. You just pull it down onto the stem, and then that goes through to a Guru sort of quick change swivel as such. A bit like the carp fishing swivels really, so you've got a quick change swivel just on the end there, and you tie your main line onto that little swivel there, and then it's got this little buffer bead that just basically pulls through, put it down tight, clips into place, and yeah, it locks the little hook of the quick change swivel underneath that little sort of barrel, that little quick change there. It's like a little buffer, and obviously that allows sort of like a running effect for the rig through the method feeder. So it's really safe, really effective, and obviously keeps your rig in place as well. So what I'm going to do now is just load up the feeder and show you how I'm doing it this session. I'm basically double layering the method feeder. So I've got my mould for my method feeder, which you basically squish down the pellets and the method mix into that. So first I'm just getting a little bit of my big carp method mix, that krill and tuna stuff that I prepared earlier, and basically just pushing it down my thumb into the bottom of the mould. And next I am laying my rig on top of the squashed down method mix, and coming out the bottom, the line of the 4-inch method rig is coming out the bottom through this little groove here. So that's just in place there. Then what I'm doing is getting a small handful of the sticky pellets, sticking that in top of the on top of the ground bait and the rig itself, getting my feeder, sticking it on top of all of that, and then giving it a good squeeze, compacting it down nice and tight. Get that line off the camera there. So just giving that a nice good squeeze down, and as you can see, the line of the actual rig itself is coming out the bottom of that mould. Give that squeeze down, push it out with the little sort of top there, softer top on the top of the mould. Use your thumb to just push the feeder out, and there you go. There's your perfect little bait parcel. So as you can see, it's got the method mix on the top, sticky pellet underneath. Now obviously the ground bait itself is going to break down quicker than the sticky pellet, obviously revealing my hook bait that's underneath there as well. And if the fish are coming in and attacking it, that's going to break up really easy and not really leave any sort of food particles or anything like that. It's just going to be sort of a, you know, a cloud, and then they've got these little pellets to munch down on. But in the middle of that is obviously the little cherry on the cake, my hook bait. So that's the finished little article. Neat, tidy, effective. Like I say, that's the 30 gram one. There are a smaller one, a 20 gram one, but that's what I'm using this session, and they seem to be liking it. So I think it's time to get this one back out against that platform, see if I can nick myself a few more fish. Right, so we are into the last hour of the match, and yeah, I'm on my third keep net, only because you've got a £50 limit. Now I'm not too sure how much is in the first keep net that I was using, but then I had a bream, so I don't know if you can mix species in the net, so like silvers to carp. So I've got one keep net just for a bream at the moment. So yeah, I don't even know, like I say, if you can put bream in with the carp net. So rather than lose any weight, I've just decided to stick it in a net of its own. And then just over my shoulder, this one here, this has got 2 carp in it already, so starting to fill that one up now, and we're in. So then, mega quick update coming into the last sort of 20 minutes or so now, and I'll tell you what, the yellow juice dumbbells, the 8 millers, they're loving them. I don't know what it is, because of whether they see a lot of corn or what, but down this margin they're absolutely loving them. I've had some real good fish in the last hour into this third keep net. The commons in here, I'll tell you what, they must be on steroids. But yeah, I've had some nice fish, a good sort of 7-8 pounders at least. So yeah, if I carry on like that in the last sort of 15-20 minutes, then I'll be absolutely buzzing. But I think I've got a healthy bag. I'm gonna say 50-60 pound, I reckon, at a guess. But yeah, it's been an enjoyable day. Like I say, that sun is absolutely roasting, and yeah, I'm just covered in, you know what, ground bait, pellets, fish, everything and anything really. So yeah, I could do with a nice good shower, but I'm going to plough away these last 20 minutes, and hopefully stick a few more fish in the net before the whistle goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just how much, all the old tips go in, just how much I've actually got as a total bag, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to shut up now, concentrate for the last 20 minutes or so, and fingers crossed I can bag a few more. So that is that then. All out, everybody reeling in, ready for the weigh-in.
Davis with 114 pound 10 off 13 weighing. C-section